Hi, what's up? How is it going? In this video, we are going to be designing a carrier bag for a celebrant. Actually, it is a graduation design. So, without further ado, let's step into it. So, most definitely, all these images are going to come along with this video right in the description below for you to download. So, right now, let's step into it. So, let's go on and give the page size. So let's go on to just change then let's go ahead to this place and change it to A2 size. A2. Good. So let's give it landscape. Good. So what we are going to do right now, bring this out. So let's map out how it's gonna be the side of the bag and the main face of the bag. So let's go on, double click on rectangle tool, automatically snap to the page. So right now what we are going to do is to plot out the shape. So squeeze the object. When you get to the destination, you right click, automatically copy paste, then go on to the top, drag it down, right click. When you get to destination, that is the down flap of the bag. So by the time we are done, I would create a markup for it so that you will see how it is. So let's squeeze that up again. When you get to your destination, you right click, automatically copy paste. So right now let's hold shift key on our keyboard, then select the main object, trim. That space was cut off. So let's go out, select the side flap, put shift key on your keyboard, select the main background, then you go ahead and trim. Automatically you have it cut to size. Go ahead to the bottom, with shift key select the main object, then trim again. There you have that. Shift key, trim, shift key, trim. Good. Can you see that? So right now let's drag all the images closer. So what we are going to do is to go ahead and sample this wine color, what's it called, orange color right here. So go ahead to select this tool, add colors to the color palette, select that, then let's sample this color right here. After that is done, go ahead and select the object, make it that color. Nice one. So let's make the picture a bit bigger. That is it. So right now this object, as this right here, place it on top, then let's go ahead and select transparency tool, then you go over to this place and change the merge mode to subtract. Automatically changes to this. Can you see that? If you take that out, you would retain the look, but when you paste it on top of the what's it called, orange color, it's definitely gonna change to this because of the merge mode. So right now let's make it wider to occupy the whole space. So let's power clip that into place. Go to object, power clip, then you hit on place inside frame. Automatically an indication of an arrow shows up. So let's select the object. Automatically it's power clipped. Put the hotkey, select that, place your hotkey and adjust to fit in. So reduce a bit. That is that. So what we are going to do right now is to just bring that a little bit downward. So let's power clip this into place. Power clip, put hotkey, adjust that. Good, nice one. So right now for the flap, so let's power clip this image into that. So hold hotkey, position that a bit downward. Nice one. So let's go on and bring all the tests. Good, make it bigger. This is actually gonna be somewhere around here, or better still at the top of our head. Let's reduce this a bit. So what we're gonna be doing now is to create a line all the way down to cut that space a bit, good. So let's make that white. Control P down on your keyboard till it gets behind the logo. There you have it. So Alt Shift key, align it, give it a top alignment, and you squeeze this a bit. Nice one, good. That is good. So let's go on and put that forward a bit. So what we're going to be doing now is to actually go on to your shape tool, space the text a bit, then let's go ahead and cut it in accordance to the way we want it. So graduation, cut that. So let's go ahead and just hit Ctrl K to break it into pieces. Then let's select this two, make it white, position that up. So what we are going to do right now is to actually change the fonts. Go ahead and change the fonts to Futura T. So let's go on and make the graduation a bit bigger, bolding it all up. Nice one, good. So let's have this to be that. So make it wider a bit, likewise this angle, center it all up. So what we needed to do is to spacing it all up so that we can have it arranged together with the what's it called, the graduation. There you have, good, nice one. So you just have to really move this closer to that. Then let's go ahead and reduce the logo a bit closer to it. Then let's go on and center it all up a bit. That's nice, good. So let's bring the picture of the lady a bit downward. So let's zoom up. So what we're going to be doing now is to have the name of the lady to be white. So let's go ahead and change the fonts to T, make this white, the date. So we're actually gonna position this somewhere around here. So let's put the white for that. So let's make this bigger. Let's go on and give the image shadow. Select your shadow tool, apply shadow to that. So let's go on and change the color of the shadow. This has to be a bit good, nice one, that's nice. So go on to object, break, drop shadow apart, automatically breaks. Then let's go on and break the name into pieces, position this downward. Then let's go ahead, hit Ctrl K to break it into pieces. So let's give this title case, nice one. So let's go on and change the font to let's use Bridget fonts. This is actually out of it. I think we needed to use classic fonts. Let's use a low Paris. This is actually too curvy. Let's use this hello Paris, good. Set the outline to white. Then let's go on and have this to be change as well. Go ahead, make it title case. Then let's go on and I drag this on top of that, copy your properties. There you have that. So let's put this at the bit, nice one, good. So what we're gonna be doing now is to actually make this small letter. So there you have that. So let's go on and make this small letter as well. Type lowercase, then let's go on and change the fonts to that as well. So let's go on and have it align just like so. Move this. Good. So what we are going to do right now is to actually zoom down. I think we needed to bring the logo so that we can have a kind of classic look. So drag that down. So we're actually gonna really have the the there to be inside that portion. Break it, then you break that. So let's go on and use our shape tool, close the tracking just like so. Then let's have it to be left alignment, right alignment rather. Good, that's nice. Position it a bit downward. Good. So let's have this to be right aligned. Then go ahead and position the lady. Good, nice one. Group it all together. So let's bring this a bit out. We needed to reduce this a bit. It's too big. Let us still, let's have this to be somewhere like this. Reduce it a bit, then move it closer to the graduation. So pull it all up just like so. That's quite nice. Good. Position the picture down a bit. So let's go on and have a kind of effect on top that on the Balaji. So let's go on and hit on F12. A dialog pops up. So let's make the outline 4. Good. So what we are going to do now is to right click and convert to curve. Then let's go on to so let's convert the outline to object, automatically converted. So hold hotkey, select all that, then hold shift key to deselect the agoro, then you wet it. Automatically you have this. So right now let's apply effect to that. Select your G, tap on G on keyboard, automatically selected these two, then you drag. So let's double click the middle to apply node to that. So let's change it to a grayscale. So let's bring the white a bit downward, then move the gray a bit closer to it so that we can have this effect. This is quite nice. So let's go on whiten it all up, then set outline to white. There you have it. Good. So let's go on, it's F12. A dialog pops up. So let's make the outline 1.5. Select bind, then scale with the object. It's okay. There you have it. So let's go on and make a duplicate just like so. Then let's go on and tap on gray to have it like this. You might have hold Ctrl key on your keyboard before you tap on gray, gradually until it changes to this. Then hold the Ctrl key down your keyboard and tap on page down. There you have it behind. So let's set that to that outline to be white or to be none. Then let's go on and tap on black a bit. After that is done, so what we need to do right now is to actually intersect it, then go ahead to apply gradient, apply a shadow effect to that. Select a shadow, then you go on and drag just like so. Good. It's actually nice. So let's go on and go on to object, then you hit on break drop shadow apart, automatically breaks. Then let's zoom down. This is what we have achieved right there. Good. So right now let's reduce the agro MSL, then position it downward a bit. So let's have this to be reduced as well. Good. I think we needed to create a little bit of, we have to silence this name a bit, so let's reduce it a bit. So what we are going to do in essence is to actually create an object on top of that, just like so. So what we're going to be doing is to create the kind of effect right there. So let's make that white. Select your gradient effects, interactive field to drag on that to have blend of dark color to that. Select this, then let's have it to be dark color. There you have it. So right now go ahead, right click, convert to curve. Mind you, if you want to maneuver an object, you needed to convert it to curve at first before you can be able to adjust and all of that to your taste. So let's go on. So select your shape tool. So let's drag. Can you see that we are able to manipulate that? Good. So let's bring this back a bit. Nice one. Good. So control page down your keyboard to have the text behind that. To have the, let's select the text. Good. Control page up. There you have it. So let's reduce a bit. That's quite nice. So we needed to make some changes to the object. So let's go on to shape tool, right click right here, then convert to curve, then let's put this all up, then pull this down a bit, likewise the down parts, convert to curve, pull this up, then pull this downward. Nice one. Good. So let's double click right here, pull it in a bit, then let's have it, set the outline to white. So all we needed to do is to just copy inward a bit, make a duplicate of the object, set intersect it with each other, center it all up. So let's go on, use your shape tool, pull that in a little bit. There you have it. Then let's go ahead and pull this angle down a bit, likewise this. Nice one. Let's bring this up a bit as well. There you have it. So what we're going to be doing is to adjust this a bit up. Good. Likewise this a bit. So unfill it. So right now hit on F12. So let's make that 1 point. Hit OK. Then set the behind objects to none. Then let's go ahead and have this to a Powerclip into the object. Without key, adjust to fit in, just like so, a bit down. Good. Good. So make this. So let's go on and have that to, in this case we are going to use what's it called, envelope tool. So let's drag this angle down, likewise this. So let's go ahead, select this, pull this up, likewise this angle a bit. Nice. Good. Pull this up a bit. Good. There you have it. So let's make it bigger a bit, position this downward, click once, then let's squeeze it to fit in, likewise this angle. There you have it. So let's zoom down. Good. So the top part is going to be white, then this side has to be, I think we needed to make that a darker wine. Nice one. So set the outline to none. There you have it. So what we're gonna type right there is thanks for coming. So let's type thanks for coming right there. Thanks for coming. There you have it. I think we just need to change the fonts. Then let's go ahead and give it center alignment, or better still left alignment. Good. So let's go on hit Ctrl K to break it into pieces. So let's silence the thanks for. Then this has to be loud comment. There you have it. Good. Group it, then center it all up. Left alignment, Ctrl G, group, center it all up. There you have it. So here we come to the end tutorial. The next thing is to have it mark up. I think we needed to give this a white line. Good, that would be nice. It's okay. So let's create the markup. So duplicate this. So what we're gonna be doing is to have to, let's delete this, bring this out. So click this side, select this side, group there, click once again, then you squeeze it, go on to the next one, click once, then you squeeze it. So what we're going to be doing now is to make a duplicate of this object. Forward to fit in right here, right click, when you get to destination, automatically copy paste, then let's extract, right click, then extract the content. So right click, then you look at frame type, so hit none, automatically disappear that. Let's make it grayscale. Control P down on your keyboard. After that is behind, so let's make a copy of this to the side, right click, make that darker gray, then extract the content, delete, right click, then go ahead and unappear the star on top of it, just like so. Control P down. So we needed to lighten it all up a bit. Then let's go ahead, apply gradient effects. So let's have it to be that. So let's click them individually to lighten it all up. Nice one. I think we needed to leave that as it is. Good. So what we're going to be doing is to select behind objects, copy, group it up, then make that white, clip that into place, go out key, select it, give it a black outline, group, let's group this as well, then let's clip the white into it, go ahead, let's make that the outline black, then position it, so well. Good, nice one. So set the outline to black. There you have it. So the next thing is to create the rope. Select what's it called, ellipse tool, create a circle right here. So let's go on, make it wider a bit, duplicate that objects forward just like so. Good. So let's go ahead and position it so well. Then let's go ahead to let's choose a Bezier tool, click, start from there, then let's have the rope to be created. Good, nice one. So let's hit on F12. So right now let's make that 9, then let's make it that color, hit on F12. So let's make the thickness to be 19. There you have it. So let's select everything, after which is being selected, then set it behind. There you have it. Good. Go ahead, select the rope, control page down until it gets behind the back entirely. There you have that. Good. So can you see that? So let's select everything together, group, then let's get some object on top of it. So set it behind the back, then set it outline to none. Go ahead, select, then set the outline to none. There you have it. So here we come to the end tutorial. Can you see the outcome of our our bag? So here we come to the end tutorial. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel by clicking on the button to subscribe, and don't forget to hit that like button so that other people can benefit from what we have shared so far. As I always say in my channel, see you in the next video. Bye for now.